Morning. This is Mr. White.
And Mr. Kurbis?
We're going to talk to you about data collection with a photo in Vernier or Logger Pro, same thing. So the first thing we're going to do is find an image and distinguish the length within the image. So we found a fun image to work with in South England, and got kind of a river here. It looks somewhat periodic, so the first thing we need to distinguish a length within this picture. So pick the ruler button here, and same thing, okay. Just throw out the ruler, doesn't matter where it is, doesn't matter if it crosses the river or not. Just throw out 0.5 miles. Okay.
So this ruler will help us later to establish our scale on our axes.
Yes. So then we want to take a screenshot. So Command Shift 4 on a Mac, and you get these crosshairs, and just drag it over the image that you want. So, and then click.
And now you have a picture of the image on your desktop.
Yeah. So then go to Logger Pro, and we want to insert picture with photo analysis, and it's on the desktop, picture 4, and there it is. So the next thing we want to do is import. We just did that, and arrange all the windows because it looks kind of sloppy the way it is. So
On your
page auto arrange, and we get an auto arrange of all the windows in Logger Pro. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is collect some data. So put some data points on the image and distinguish the length within Logger Pro. So we push this button right here, the red dots there, and let's just start plotting points along the river. Make sure you choose enough so the more data points the better, of course. Okay, and we push this one, little ruler again, to distinguish the length.
So you can see now our scale is from minus 400 to minus 250, but that's not accurate by this photo that we have.
No, not even close. So it just makes up a scale, and we need to tell it what to do. So we're just going to drag it along the same line, and we'll be prompted with a question just like this, or tell us to do something, and that was 0.5 miles. And you see it automatically just shifts it. So we have well, we're not quite there yet. This is negative, and we want this to maybe be positive, so we need to distinguish an axis. So let's click an axis here, and you can see right here they put 0, 0 way up here, so we're going to grab that. Try to anyways. I have to push this one too. And then we can grab it. Oops. That happens a lot. Auto range. And we can put it wherever we want. We can put it here if we like. We can put it here. I'm going to put it here just to make life easier. And so that first point should be 0, 0. And it automatically shifts all the points. So that first point is, well, really close to 0, 0. And there's your points. And you can see right here we've got all an entire list of X points and Y points, both labels in miles. Okay. Now what, Mr. Kurbis?
Now we're on to modeling the data. So looking at this data, it looks periodic, sinusoidal, and we could then come up with the equation for it. Now in your portfolio, of course, you don't want to just go straight to a regression because that's not going to tell us very much about what you know. So you have to do most of the work before you come to this by hand.
So what we're going to do now is, just for the sake of portfolio purposes, you're not technically supposed to find the automatic fit quite yet, the best possible fit. So we're going to unclick this, and we're going to push OK. And that was in Logger Pro and Preferences, Application Preferences. Okay, and then push OK. And right here you get an f of x button for your function, and you get lots and lots of options. So we just drag this down until we see sine curve right here. And we get all sorts of options here, and we can start playing with them. So the amplitude looks like it goes up about 0.1, and that Mr. Curvis is A, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So 0.1, and the D is a shift of 0. And what else can we do, Mr. Curvis?
C is going to have no shift as well. But now we need to think about the period.
And you can see right here, it actually makes a little graph for you. So the period is, what'd you say?
We are looking at about
0.6?
0.45.
Ah, yeah, 0.45 about. Okay.
Mhm.
So what do we put here for B? Well, B is not the period. B just tells us something about the period.
So remember that I'm pretty sure it's in radian mode, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we need 2 pi divided by something to equal our period, which we've found to be 0.45. So 0.45 divided by 2 pi.
So we can probably just put that in here.
0.45.
0.45 divide.
Make brackets.
Well, let's go 6.28.
Yeah, sure.
Pi.
That's good. That's good.
Let's see what that does.
And then we can see it right on there.
Oh, didn't work. Didn't work. But we can see right here that that's how you would do it. Mr. Curvis and I don't have a calculator. Actually, we do have a calculator.
No, it defaulted back to that for some reason.
Yeah.
But that when you do it on there, then you will see and can import that into a Word document or whatever afterwards. Just make sure you're doing lots of explaining.
Yep. With you can do that with a screenshot or some sort of another import. But yeah, so that's how you do. That's what you use Logger Pro for. And get the program. How do we get the program, Mr. Curvis?
Okay, so the program is on all the computers in the library, and all of the school computers have it. If it's in a MacBook, of course, it's under Applications. Otherwise, I believe it's on most of the desktops of the old Dells.
Good. Thank you. Good luck with your portfolio. And there you go.